Hey, my name's Izzy. This is Rolling Virtual Cards coming at you live with another Commander deck list. This time it's Bilbo Birthday Celebrant. White, black, green for a 2/3 legendary creature halfling rogue. If you would gain life, you gain that much life plus 1 instead. 2 white, black, green, tap it, exile Bilbo's Birthday Celebrant. Search your library for any number of creature cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle. Activate only if you have 111 or more life, or 111 more life. Simple. Gain life, activates effect, win the game. 32 creatures. I built this as a high power deck because I thought it'd be fun. Allosaurus Shepherd is here to stop for control or for protection. Avis Ramp. Birds' Ramp. Carrion Feeder is here as a sack outlet because this is I believe I made this a Hulk deck. We'll find out. Cauldron Familiar is part of the Hulk line. Deathrite Shaman is ramp. Elves of Shadows is ramp. Elvish Mystic is ramp. Esper Sentinel is draw power. Essence Warden is life gain. Fainthorn Elves is ramp. Lionaware Elves is ramp. Sierra Ascended is life gain. Soul Warden and Soul's Attendant are life gain. Sylvan Safekeeper is protection. Vizier Seer is a sack outlet. Archivist of Ogma is a life gain and draw. Bloom Tinder is ramp. Dothy Voidwalker is interaction. Draneth the Magistrator here is interaction, slowing them down. Grand Abolisher is protection. Samwise Gamgee is here as one of the combo pieces because you can sack the food street. Is this the combo piece? Yeah. Yes, because not because of the sack part, but because it makes a food. So the new one is Cauldron Familiar, Samwise, and a sack outlet. Because you sack the cat, because when another non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you make a food token. And so Cauldron, when it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses life. You gain a life, sacrifice food to return it to the battlefield. So you sack it to like Carrion Feeder. So you get all 3 on the field. Samwise makes 3 food. You sack it to Carrion Feeder or like Vizier or Seer, one of the 2. And then you sack one of the foods to bring it back, and it makes a food every single time. So you infinitely cast it, draining your opponents out. Very simple. Scavenging Ooze is here as a way to as graveyard hate and also life gain. Aven Mind Sensor is here as interaction and slowdown. Elvish Spirit Guide is ramp. Eternal Witness is recursion. Campbell Council Allocation is life gain. Opposition, it also technically stops most Storm decks. Opposition Agents or Infinite Cast decks. Opposition Agent is here as control. Ranger Captain of Eos is here for protection and to grab a 1-drop. Timna the Weaver is here as a way to draw cards, card draw, and this Shieldred is here because it gains you life when you draw cards, so life gain. So this isn't a Hulk deck because I win off of Bilbo. I just Bilbo and then win. So that's the kind of the point. Green Sun Zenith is here as tutor. That's a tutor, that's a tutor, that's a tutor. This is just a way to gain a lot of life. It's a great way to win. You can either win this way or you can use it to if you pump in 10 mana, you're going to gain 30 life. Tutor, board wipe, and ramp. And also board wipe. Crop rotation gets you another land. Gaia's Cradle. Nature's Claim is removal, and you can use it on your own creature's own thing to gain life. Noxus Revival is recursion. Silence is protection. Swords is removal. Vampiric Tutor is a tutor. That's protection. Worldly Tutor is a tutor. Abrupt Decay is removal. Assassins is removal. Aladrami's Call is a tutor. Same with Cord. Deadly Rollick is removal. And Heliod's Intervention is removal, but also gain twice life. So it's life gain. Chromox, ramp, tutor, life gain, which is also a secondary one gun. Life gain, ramp, also slow down. Life gain, ramp. For the opponent will lose life, you gain that much life, so life gain. And then just your classic CEDH lands that are just useful. Yeah, the point of this deck is really just to win. You don't want stuff that loses you life because you're trying to gain life. There's definitely some other cards you could probably toss in here, work it around, see where you're at. It's high power and not CDH, and the reason why is because I just don't think it makes it there to CDH. You're running too many life gain cards, which just don't help you in CDH, and not enough like interaction or slowdown. So that's where I put this, like sitting at that like nice high power. But it's also fun because it's a life gain deck in these colors, Abzan, which we don't have a life gain deck in Abzan. So it's a very fun deck, casually or competitively. You don't need to run this competitively. You can totally lower the cost down. But I enjoy it. I like that the win con comes from the Lord of the Rings set. But you could add a lot more life gain because you win the game when this hits. Like, to be fair, you definitely win the game. Like with you could run any type of like creatures that also just ping your opponents, because you just need to grab one of those and a sack outlet in the creature when he triggers off to just kill your opponents outright. As long as you have more creatures, like you could do oops all creatures and gain a bunch of life. But yeah, the more life gain as the games go on. I predict this deck will get better and better as we get cheaper and cheaper life gain options that do other stuff. Like Heliod's Intervention is a great way to remove stuff, but also gains you a lot of life gain. There might be a few cards that I'm just like I wasn't thinking of, or they came out since I built this deck, that you could look into. But like, if I can type, but like if you're gonna look at gain life, I'm running most of them, but I'm not running the sack stuff because I wasn't planning on that, and it's not a mono black deck. The creatures are too small for something like that. But that's what I'm talking like Zulu Cutthroat. If you just got that out, you could just win otherwise. But I wanted to run the funny command combo. Something like this gains you life each turn. This gives all the creatures lifelink, which can work. This makes you lose life, so don't run the Run Ring in this deck. It's actually a deck that shouldn't run it. This is okay, because you gain life if a creature an opponent controls die, but it's a little slow. This doubles the life gain, but it was expensive, so I kind of avoided it. This can help, because you're running a lot of creatures, and it does gain you life off your opponents, and drain them slowly. That's some life gain. So there's, like I said, there's a few life gains here and there. I don't think you're running enough black creatures to really make that, because you're in a 3-color deck. Giving other creature life gain. So like there's a few. There's a few cards here that could work if you really wanted to dig a little further. But like my biggest issue is like giving them all lifelink doesn't really do much because they're small creatures. They're not really hitting people much. So a finicky deck, definitely, but it's worth trying. I would definitely build this if I were you guys. Here's a base for you. Peace.